My wife refused to prepare dinner because I needed to act more like a real man and called me a failure as a father. So I crushed her ego by saying she's too dependent to be this demanding. Her parents were visiting for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We'd always had our system. I work 50 to 60 hours a week pulling in $140,000 as a software engineer. She works part-time from home, 15 hours a week doing freelance graphic design, bringing in maybe $18,000 annually. I handle breakfast and pack the kids' lunches. She handles dinner since she's home by 3 p.m. It worked. Our kids were happy, fed, and thriving. But the moment her dad walked through our door with his vintage leather duffel, I knew I was cooked. Day 1, he criticized my car. That's it? I thought you'd be driving something more impressive by now. Day 2, he watched me load the dishwasher after breakfast and actually laughed. My son does that himself. You have a wife for that. Day 3, he started commenting in front of the kids. Daddy does a lot of woman's work, doesn't he? That's not what a strong man looks like. My wife said nothing. Just gave me these weak smiles like that somehow made it okay. By day 5, I was mentally exhausted. Her mom joined in, cooing at my wife. You're so lucky he helps out. Most men wouldn't. Like I was the babysitter, not the father. I bit my tongue, smiled through it, kept the peace. Then came day 8, the day I stopped caring about peace. I got home at 7:30 p.m. Brutal day. Production server crashed, emergency meetings, skipped lunch, my head was pounding. I walked into an empty kitchen. No dinner, no ingredients out, nothing. My wife was on the couch with her mom watching some reality show. Both had wine glasses, both looked comfortable. Hey, I said, loosening my tie. What's for dinner? She didn't even pause the show. Figure it out. I stood there, certain I'd misheard. What? You heard me. Figure it out. She turned to face me, her mother smirking beside her. Dad's right. You need to start acting like a real man. Real men provide and don't complain. Stop acting like doing basic chores is some huge favor. The room went silent except for the TV. Her dad appeared from the hallway, arms crossed. You worked all day? Her mom said, voice dripping with sarcasm. Welcome to adulthood. Your wife works too, and she still has to manage everything here. You're failing as a father. Our daughter deserves better. I looked at my wife, really looked at her. She had this satisfied expression, like she'd been waiting for this moment. Like her parents' validation gave her permission. Something shifted in me. I pulled out my phone, opened our joint banking app, the one that shows all our accounts and contributions. You want to talk about provision? I said, voice eerily calm. I turned my phone toward her. See that? That's our monthly expenses. $8,200. Mortgage, cars, insurance, groceries, kids' activities, everything. Her mom started to interrupt, but I kept going. My monthly take-home after taxes, $8,750. Your daughter's monthly freelance income, $1,500 on average. Some months less. I looked directly at my wife. I cover 85% of our life. You cover 15%. And you work 15 hours a week while I work 55. Her dad's arms uncrossed. Now let's talk about chores, I continued. I make breakfast every single day. I pack lunches. I do dishes. I handle bedtime 3 nights a week because you're exhausted from your 4-hour workday. The only thing I asked, the one thing, was that you handle dinner since you're home 5 hours before me. Her face went pale. So here's the reality check you apparently need, I said. You're too dependent to be this demanding. If you want to criticize how I show up as a man, you actually need to be pulling your weight as a partner. You're not even close. I turned to her parents. You raised her to think she deserves a CEO salary lifestyle on a hobby job income. I'm not her father. I'm not her ATM. I'm her partner, and I'm done being disrespected in my own home. Her mother's wine glass froze halfway to her mouth. You have 2 options, I said to my wife. Go upstairs right now, apologize to our kids for dinner being late, and start cooking. Or pack a bag and stay at your parents' house until you figure out what you actually contribute here. Decide now. Then I walked straight upstairs, texted my brother to see if he wanted to grab burgers, and called the kids into my room. We went out, just the 3 of us. Got burgers and milkshakes. The kids asked where mommy was. She's spending time with grandma, I said. An hour and 15 minutes later, we came home to the smell of pasta. The dining table was set. My wife was plating food with shaking hands, her eyes red. Her parents' rental car was gone from the driveway. My daughter tugged my sleeve. Mommy made dinner? Yes, I said, meeting my wife's eyes across the kitchen. Yes, she did. Her parents left for a hotel that night, flew home 2 days early. My wife and I had a very long conversation after the kids went to bed. She rejoined her parents for exactly 1 dinner before they left, where apparently I was the villain. I didn't care.